Hi, Scott from HobbyKing with the new Roller Drums Racer Series. You may have seen a video for these a little while ago. That was actually pretty early in development. Well, we're there now, basically. And as you can see, if you kind of remember, their appearance has changed a little bit. So let's start from the top. There's three in the range currently. There's the MXSR, there is the Edge 540 V3, and the good old faithful Spec. What's so special about these? Lots and lots and lots of things, funnily enough. Let's grab hold of the V3 and I'll show you around. The first thing is the wingspan. Let's go through the format. 800mm wingspan generally, so they're not micros. Minis would probably be more accurate. They're plug and fly. Very, very simple to assemble, incredibly simple to assemble. And one of the reasons for this, apart from the fact that the motor is pre-installed, ESC is pre-installed, all four servos are pre-installed. So, the tailplane just screws on, very, very simple for the rudder. Couldn't be simpler. Then it gets even better. And obviously this has been done with view to replacing parts. And basically the wings and the tail feathers simply clip in. If I show you this wing from the Spec, for instance, as you can see there, you'll see a clip arrangement here. And very, very simple. Wait for it. That's it. That simple. So you can even replace one wing. The same goes for the tailplane. At the end of the day, here we go. In she goes, and when you're assembling it in the model, how ingenious is that? Click. Done. So when you come to replace it, you unclip it, out we go. Now, these are incredibly high performance, really high performance. If I show you the tailplane from the Spec, you will see straight away that it is really quite heavily reinforced. The same applies to the wing. All heavily reinforced, very, very stiff. You will also see that all control surfaces are hinged all the way down. Same applies to the elevator, same applies to the rudder. Now, there is also, we should be starting to give you hints as regards performance. We have, obviously, independent aileron servos. We have a single servo for the elevator, but it operates two push rods and it's going to need two. Same applies with the rudder. Now you'll notice that it's very small, but the control surfaces are really still not a bad size. Not 3D size, but not a bad size. And that should be giving you a bit of a hint as to where it goes. So ultimately, what does it all come down to? Well, what we have up front here is a 1400 kV motor, and we have a 7x6 prop, and it takes an 1800 4-cell battery. So now you're starting to understand exactly what they're all about. They're incredibly well put together, very, very simple, but quite elegant, nice looking thing. There's the canopy, that's straightforward. Everything fits just so. They're really, really nicely made. They're also incredibly robust. We've been testing them and testing them and testing them and testing them. It's quite a bit of work to get them right. Basically, even on the really rough surface that we fly off, no problems at all. You've got a nice heavily sprung steerable tail wheel, proper rubber tyres, and even with the spats on, absolutely no issues at all. If you want a hand launch, it's simple, 2 screws, or don't bother putting it in the first place, and as you can see, you're going to be able to get hold of it no problem whatsoever. But like I said, you've really got to be in pretty long grass, really, quite honestly, for it not to be able to cope with it. Now, today's video does have some flight footage you'll be pleased to hear. So, please keep an eye out for the real video, very, very soon on HobbyKing. Please keep an eye out for these fantastic looking races very, very soon on HobbyKing. And as always, please subscribe to our YouTube channel. Cheers.